Welcome to episode 3 of Finding Melvina Massey. I'm your host, Elijah Police. In this episode, my uncles will be making a stop at the Archives building.
We're at the North Dakota State University Archives in Fargo, where we're going to go in and see if there's any additional information that we haven't already uncovered. So, without further ado, let's get to it.
One of the first things my uncles come across is the Rathskeller. This is important because the 1913 city directory for Fargo states that Melvina's son Henry worked at the Rathskeller as a porter. It was a bar located just over the river in Moorhead. And then my uncles come across some aerial photos that include some of Melvina's property. Here we see Melvina's houses, the first at 201 3rd Street North and the one right next to it at 217 2nd Ave North. When urban renewal came around in the late 50s, Melvina's properties were appraised. Included in the appraisal is a closer look at her homes. Her home at 217 2nd Ave North was valued at $12,900. This home, owned by the Chisholms next door, was built in 1897, and it had 12 tenants in it at the time. Here's Melvina's home at 201 3rd Street North, previously the brothel known as the Crystal Palace. It was built in 1899 after Melvina's previous house there burned down. An inspector who inspected the home in 1958 said that the house was in very bad condition, with an odor that was the worst he had encountered in his career. He goes on to say that although it has potential for making money, it should have been condemned a long time ago. The appraisal also says that the home was remodeled into 18 apartments, 5 in the basement, 6 on the main floor, and 7 on the second floor. It was also mentioned that there were only 3 bathrooms, 1 per floor, and they had to be shared. The inspector also said that the furnishings were so poor that not even the Salvation Army or Goodwill would accept them. This property, also owned by the Chisholms, was valued at $19,400. Finally, my uncles took a look at the criminal calendar and the police record to see if they could find some of Melvina's run-ins with the law. The town of Fargo made a good amount of money from the brothels in the city, so there was initially no rush to put an end to the red light district. Similar to a reoccurring tax, the madams would be arrested periodically, fined, and then sent back home to continue business.
So we just left the archive building. We have some aerial shots as well as some maps of the area before urban renewal. We also have some appraisal records and the criminal calendar for Melvina, and some other great and useful information.
That's it for now. Look out for episode 4 when we locate Melvina's final resting place. See you next time on Finding Melvina Massey.